was talking on the phone to this couple, he said to me, well, you know, I hate to have discussions. I said, well, let's connect something positive and with money. So when you do the money talk once a week that I'm suggesting for 5 or 10 minutes, you're not going to be so upset. So he said, great. He said, I'm going to have my wife wear her underwear when we're doing our money talks with the bills, doing our bills. And of course, that would be for the child to see. And he is going to be naked. So anyway, that's how it started. And so that's how it started with the behavior modification, and other couples picked this up. And so all my patients are so happy whenever they have a money talk, they associate this with sex. So what am I saying? I'm saying you can use money as an aphrodisiac. No one ever thought of it that way. But when you have these talks, we ask you to do something pleasant afterwards. And so if you're wearing your underwear, obviously you know the rest. So this is one of my very creative patients that thought of this. So what I suggest to people is it's so simple that you can do this. It's a 20-second hug that you do every day. And you will actually get a rush. So you should all try it when you go home. You'll get a rush. You have to do it for 20 seconds, though. And hold each other really tight. That's the same as when you have a drug or when you drink. The 30-second kiss, this is the kiss that I talked about with Katie Couric on the Today Show, and she said 30 seconds, and somebody last week made a mistake and did it for 30 minutes. And he never, yeah, he said, I thought you said 30 minutes, and he never got to his golf game, and I saw him, and he goes like, I missed my tee off time. I said, hey, good, if you wanted to do it for 30 minutes, that's great. But they find that men forget about kissing. You know, after they start courting you, they forget about the kissing, and the kissing is really important. So they've done actual studies that people that kiss are happier as a couple. When we're talking about novelty, adventure, and risk, the main thing that I want you to understand is that kissing will spark a spark. It will create a bond, and it is a good barometer of how you are doing as a couple. Now, what I'm recommending is that you don't keep score with money. You compartmentalize money from the rest of your relationship. And you don't say something like, well, you spent this on your car, why can't I spend this on my nails or my hair? And if one of you is making the money, you want to make sure that you don't put the other person down for not making the money. Actually, the reason I got interested in writing the book was because of my grandmother. When I was little, I was about 7, and you know, I was always taught never to lie, and Grandma had this gorgeous outfit on with her hat. She looked so spiffy, a new pocketbook and everything, and my grandfather was a doll. He was very generous. He was never asked her how much she was spending, but Grandma was always worried about money because she comes from a very poor family. So Grandpa says, oh dearie, you look great. Is that new? Oh my God, you look so fabulous. And Grandma said, oh no, I've had this in the closet for years. And I had gone shopping with Grandma, so I take Grandma aside, and I'm 7 now, and I go, Grandma, you told a lie. She said, no, that's not really a lie. She said, when you grow up and get married, you'll do the same thing with your husband. And I also saw my mom do it, you know, where my father also was very generous and would say, oh, so I like that new ring you just put, oh, I've had that around for a long time. So I wrote the book because I saw that a lot of people were doing that. And now Grandma was doing that even though Grandpa was generous. Now imagine the people who are married to people that are not that generous. So financial infidelity is when you hide purchases, or you omit, you know, it's the same as lying. So let's put it this way. It's a form of cheating. It's a subtle form of cheating. It's not like the adultery that I see in my practice where you go to somebody else physically or emotionally, but it's cheating with money.